Welcome back, friends. Welcome back to the homestead. In the last few weeks, I've published a few videos about preparing for winter, how to get ready, how we stay warm, how we get ready. The last couple of days, we've seen temperatures down to minus 30 degrees here in Latvia. Today, it's a balmingly hot, or relatively hot, 0 or -1, I think it says on the we're expecting 0 today anyway, and so I want to do this kind of update to sort of push home the point really about preparation and what you can do. Interestingly, another thing I wanted to quickly show you before I go on is on the side of our barn. Can you see how it's now looks quite white from the frost, because the temperatures have risen over well, in our case, sort of 29-30 degrees centigrade. They've jumped up. The moisture in the air is now greater, and so it's condensating and freezing on the side of the barn wall there. So the realities of winter, we've seen winter come and hit hard, but we've been ready to a degree. We're still not perhaps 100% ready. We've got our new diesel, or new to us, diesel car, which, despite the fuel companies putting the additive in the diesel, still struggled to start. Well, it didn't start a couple of days ago. So, we didn't get caught out. We didn't specifically need to go anywhere. Like, as you know, we've always got lots of supplies, and we were okay. We just sit pretty indoors, light the fires. As you know, we've got all the firewood, and stay warm. Not a problem. Yesterday, school was cancelled anyway. Well, for us, it was below 20 degrees centigrade, so children up to 12 years old don't need to go to school. And we just stayed indoors, stayed warm. Simple as that, really. But in other parts of the world, people might be struggling, and even though we're prepared for it and Latvia's prepared for it, some people still get caught out. Globally, for example, what's been happening globally? Let's look at Russia. In the city of Klimovsk, I think it is pronounced, they have had their heating system been damaged, or something's happened to it through bad maintenance, and it has left thousands and thousands of residents without any heating. Their temperatures there are similar to here, minus 20 degrees. They would have had minus 30 over the weekend. I understand that in some of the flats there, the temperature went down to minus 10 degrees. It means that all the water systems within that housing complexes have frozen. There's been damage to the pipes, damages to the radiators. There's photographic evidence of that, and residents are in a very precarious position. There is a fragility to life, and those people are reliant on the government, to local authorities and the government to supply their heating. One of those key elements, if you look back at the videos when I was talking about preparation, one of those key elements for survival is heat, energy, and that energy was taken away, that heat was taken away, for whatever reason, and they're stranded, and who knows, we will never know, will we, how many people have died as a result of that. And I think there's an irony there. This channel's not really all that political, but there's an irony there in Russia threatening to freeze Europe and finds itself not taking its own medicine, I suppose. But yeah, so there we are. In the UK, it's been snowing as well now. The UK, my home country, is never prepared for winter, really. They don't, winter tyres are not mandatory over there. Although they are now, you can now buy them, but people just don't get ready. And there's footage of, well, even where my mum lives down south, there's snow now, in the south of England, which is very rare. There's some video footage of buses slipping around. You know, there's one where it did slide around and hit some cars. There's no one on the bus, thankfully, other than the driver. But there's just it always seems to, I don't know why winter always catches people out, always catches countries out. You know, countries like here, Latvia, and I just mentioned Russia and other cold countries. You know, this cold winter comes every year, but why does it still catch people out? Why are people not prepared? Why, without going to, you know, too political and conspiracy theorists and things like that. But there we are. In some other videos I want to do in the future, I want to talk about, a long time ago I talked about how we stay warm with a heating system. I need to revisit that video and redo it. I want to talk about how we stay, how we can potentially keep the car running diesel in these very cold climates, and then what you should do if you're stuck in your car and stuff like that. One thing, if you want to be prepared, and you want a very cheap, quick solution, is these foil blankets. You see them dished out perhaps at the end of marathons and stuff like that to keep people warm. But if you get, you know, these are pretty cheap. I don't know, £1 each, probably less than £1 each. Get a bunch of these, keep them indoors, keep them in the car. If things go really pear-shaped, then, you know, you can wrap one of these to at least keep your core body heat up as much as you can until perhaps you can get something else sorted out. Yeah, so that's just kind of midweek update, I guess. All I can say is, you know, stay safe, stay warm. Do check out my videos that I've already done on the subject. I've got another one coming out next weekend talking about winter clothing for outdoor activities, but equally relevant to indoors. I've got my new big coat on. Us Brits love our big coats. We know how to do big coats even when we perhaps don't need them, but more relevant to here in Latvia. Stay safe, act accordingly, and I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye for now.